There was once a monk who was collecting money to publish a book of spiritual sutras. In 10 years, he collected enough money to publish it, but just then a great famine took place and he spent all the money on famine relief. After the famine was over, he started collecting money again, and in another 10 years had enough to publish the book. Just then a severe flood took place, and he spent all the money he had collected on flood relief. For another 10 years he collected money and was finally able to publish the book 30 years after he had started collecting money for it. At the publication ceremony he said, "I have published these sutras thrice. First when there was the famine, second when there was the flood, and this is the third edition. And frankly, the first two editions are much better than the third."
What a lovely story. I agree with the assessment of the first two editions being better than the third, because to help people in their time of need is true spirituality. One cannot simply pray and meditate when action is required. According to my Guruji, prayer is the last resort. Do all that you can do. One has to do what is needed in the time of crisis. The Heartfulness community is centered around meditation, but in the time of COVID, we had volunteers providing meals to the needy, distributing masks, and some of our meditation facilities were turned into COVID care centers. The doctors in the community, they all came together to set up a free mobile app for healthcare consultation. We also helped set up a free mental health support helpline. I wouldn't call this as a social service or social responsibility. This is simply something that ought to come naturally to all of us, helping each other. Real spirituality is not about locking yourself away from the world. It is doing what is appropriate, what is just right under all situations.